So I never say, I told you so, but I definitely told you also. I had said early on when all of this came out about the attacks on the Taylor Swift concert that I highly suspected that the CIA was the one that provided the information to the Austrian intelligence community to ultimately shut down her concerts because of the veracity of the information that was out there. And it turns out that it was confirmed today. I was correct. I had said this multiple times on News Nation, who I work for, particularly on Chris Cuomo's show. And so, the reality is no country exists in a vacuum, full stop. And the reality is, too, the war on terror is global. It impacts every single country in the world. Ideas don't just sort of stay in one location. They permeate the entirety of the world. And when I was at CIA, the relationships that I had with other countries and their intelligence services, particularly Western European ones, were absolutely critical to stopping terrorist attacks, both in the US and in Europe. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you precisely what attacks were stopped, but I can tell you with 100% certainty that because of information that was shared with us by our European friends or us to Europeans, attacks were stopped. And I think this is so important to remember. I know, people are kind of on both sides of the fence as to whether or not we should intervene in affairs and those kinds of things, but I don't view the sharing of intelligence as intervening in what other countries are doing. I view it as just being a part of the world's community. And I think the US, we really do, despite kind of the hit sometimes the CIA gets, we really do have incredible collection methods, and we are good at what we do, and so are other countries. And so I suspected that the US was probably already monitoring some of these individuals overseas. They had been targets of theirs and picked up through that monitoring a conversation with the individuals who were arrested in Austria. So essentially, yes, we did get a little bit lucky, but the reality is this is kind of like a needle in a haystack. And if you aren't already collecting information through imagery, signals, or human intelligence, you aren't necessarily going to know that there is an attack. And we just got lucky. And I believe that the CIA then most likely immediately pass that information on to Austrian authorities. So well done job by the CIA, and I'm proud to say that I worked there. This is exactly what they do, and it's impressive.